It's Little Flower. Let me see. Yes, Little Flower. Patricia Ann Regali, reporting from the lovely trenches. Well, I'm in the fucking trenches, so I mean, half of my videos right here are the intent of documenting along the way, and because my big wet dream that I could ever like conjure up would be daydreaming what it's like to have liberties again. It's kind of funny I have to daydream about it, but if I'm a fucking manifestor, I'm gonna fucking manifest that shit. But yeah. So anyway, if you are tuned in, thank you so much for coming by to offer me support. I appreciate that. And I am shadow banned. I was like shadow banned from like day one, so whatever. But if you'd like to subscribe and share, I certainly appreciate it. But yeah, so right now I'm more like into the tune of documenting what it's like for me personally being in the trenches. So I mean, like at this point, I kind of feel like my vigil is ever since July 4th. So I'm like, okay, my countdown to my idea of liberation, my idea of freedom, looks like how many days it's been since July 4th. So I'm all like, along the way, I've been able to reshape my principles and then reshape how I take in my objective data that I see in the world. Because I consider myself to be rather, let me see, I want to say the word pragmatic. Like, okay, this life stances, scenarios, whatever, they're there, whether or not they're ethical, non-ethical, or they should be there or not. You just kind of roll with it, to the best of we all know how. And then so, with regards to me, as my personal person, I'm just going to kind of do some documenting here while I kind of do some updating. So, but kind of like the person that I am, well, I was raised by a wonderful, very, very good family. It was, my mom was Philippine, my dad was half North American Chippewa Indian and half Irish. They met when my mom and dad, when my dad was in the Vietnam, through a newspaper or magazine. It was the correspondence for pen pals. And so if you wanted to get to know others or actually court others throughout the world, that was a pretty common pathway. So that's how they met. And then, but long story short, oh my God, I keep getting these brain farts and it gets really frustrating. But I'm like, how much of that is energetic direct dues? Oh my God, brain fart is fucking real. But yeah, but at any rate, I'm just more or less documenting my kind of somewhat, my back data, somewhat of an autobiography of what brings me where to this day. So, but with regards to the gang stalking, the first half was because of an ex-boyfriend who I guess, but the common denominator for most chosen ones is the Illuminati. And honestly, I thought that shit was fucking just bullshit. Turns out it's a real thing. So I'm very analytical and I try to bring in the pieces to make them fit. And then but one of the things that I know I've been railed for behind the scenes on the download that's been exploited is my alopecia, which actually, is, if you're going to break it down, and I'm very, how can you say, I spent a lot of time studying just natural things, your basics, sociology 101, psychology 101, just your basics, nothing too involved, because I was going for a nursing degree. But I ended up with a lot of core subjects that really helped shape my perspective and broaden my dynamic of what I would call forth into play whenever I'm doing a basic assessment of any situation. Because basically when you're a targeted individual, I mean, guys, it's like this. It's fucking spy versus spy. It's fucking espionage. Espionage. How can you say it? Espionage. 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 There we go. I mean, it's legit like that. And then if you get blindsided, you have no earthly idea how fucked up it really is in the world. I'm like, shit, bitch. It's like, consider this. You had 9/11, right? The towers and everything, which I thought all of that conspiracy theories was conspiracy theories. Turns out, well, maybe not so much. But regardless of whether or not it is, as I see it, whenever you had like the fucking weapons of mass destruction, what you had were fucking lies of mass destruction, and all that did was just lay down the groundwork for the fucking like cesspool. You know, it's like, I was like, okay guys, time to get this bitch into play. You know, it was kind of like lights, camera, cesspool action. And but it's just been a different world ever since then. But with regards to all the motherfucking gang stalking and where it comes into my life, 2 segments. But with regards to this segment, which is within each segment, the presence of my the alopecia, really, you know, it's like, okay, you know what? I have trichotillomania. And that right there would be cause enough for somebody to go, she's fucking crazy, she's a goddamn mental loon. I'm like, okay, whatever it is you want to think, it's, all you gotta do is just to do a basic assessment. Whatever. But it's kind of like this. We all have a cross to bear. You know, what does that mean? Because my mom used to tell me that. We all have a cross to bear. I'm like, if it's supposed to soothe me, not so much. But what I come to realize, what that is, in my interpretation, is that there's that thing in your life that fucking gives you so much goddamn grief. And it's there. It's like a thorn in your side. But you're going to have to deal with it, you know, the most graceful, most productive way you know how. Because it's like, bitch, sink or swim, okay? And that's your fucking thorn in your side. That's your cross to bear. And so, growing up, I noticed, you know, for some people who have issues with their weight, that's a cross to bear, you know? And I don't know if y'all know anybody who looks like bite their fucking nails. That's a cross to bear. And me, my cross to bear is, and I'm going to take this back to nature versus nurture. Was it my environment? Was it predisposed in the genetic code of my genes? Or was I just fucking a crazy ass loon? Maybe it's a little bit all of the above. But no, I'm like acutely sane. I like so motherfucking sane. I'm more sane than anybody put together. I mean, proof as evidenced by I made it this far. I'm alive, goddammit. If everybody knew what I fucking had been through, it was like the triathlon of triathlons, goddammit. I survived that bitch with the trichotillomania. Which is nothing short of fucking amazing. I'm a different kind of triathlon winner. So, but basically, with my trichotillomania, it's my nerves, dude. Man, my nerves get railed 9 ways from Sunday, and then so it's like biting my nails. And then I end up having bouts of hair pulling episodes. And you know what? I am so not ashamed of it. Fuck you. Gotta hold it against me. Fuck you. Whenever you guys peer in on me, and it's like, watch me fucking in the midst of my anguish and my despair. I'm like, you guys would have to be some real goddamn fucking monsters to be like, oh my god, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, first off, I get it's like really unorthodox. I can entertain that, alright? But you gotta cross the bear too, bitch. Just cause you can see mine and mine don't look like yours, I know you got one in there too, so fuck you! And then so, but all the ways that trichotillomania had impacted my life, all it did was make me stronger. You know, so it was like, try to be a feminine quality woman, you know, with like a shaved head. It's kind of rough to pull off if you're not really feeling it that day. But I invested in other ways. I decided to learn how to belly dance, you know. I learned at 29. So it was like I kind of felt old getting into it. But hey, look at that one day. Now it's like a piece of cake. So, but those are ways I filled into my cup that actually helped me, that actually was there as a fucking pain in my ass, thorn in my side, goddamn cross to bear. But we all have one. So, but, with regards to that, I'm all like, man, the fucking relapse is fucking real. I'm like, these people are fucking driving my goddamn nerves. But I will say this, whoever comes against you, you're letting them, if you let them get on your fucking nerves, and I know that. So I'm all like, all right, little flower, you're gonna have to detach here. And so I'm doing some classical reconditioning. I'm teaching myself to just like the word detach. Okay, detach. And so I find that's pretty helpful. But these assholes, you're a motherfucking, you're sideways little shadow motherfucking Nazis. They're diabolical fucktards, and I say this because while they're sitting down with their goddamn motherfucking psychotic street theater like at McDonald's, I don't know where the fucking bell is, but ding, ding. I'm all like, okay. Number one, I hear that. Number two, I'm not going to address it. But number three, fuck you for interjecting it, okay? So, whatever kind of mad experimentation has been happening, I'm pretty sure they do that with chosen ones. Like, when they're born practically. I mean, I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking figure it out, goddammit. I'll figure out everything I fucking want to, so fuck you. Yeah, I'm a little impatient these past couple days. I've been cooped up in my goddamn truck. Yeah, I mean, okay, first off, gotta fucking know something, how fucking tweets that's gotta be for somebody to sit cooped up in the truck all the day, all the fuck long day. That's fucking fucked. That's where I'm at. I'm all like, I'm just so tired of dealing with the public at large because there's always some goddamn government grubber fucking trying to qualify the goddamn government grub on bullshit. But basically what they're doing is that they're throwing the rocks and hiding their hands, and somewhere out in the like fucking world, somebody there with the fucking camera just ready to motherfucking record it. And whenever you do find them, it's like, don't get mad at them. They're fucking hoeing themselves out, but after a while, I can't fucking help but get mad at them. No, I don't get mad at them. I know other people would get mad at them. I fucking know that. I'm like a saint in like the patience department. All the other shit that anybody's ever ran sideways game on me, it's because they were there to fucking push my buttons and exploit my fucking kindness and shit. I don't fall for it these days. Oh boy, I did back in the day. Now I'm all like, I can just look at it and kind of, you know, if I had a stick, I'd poke it a couple times to see what it does and doesn't do. You know, and then see, I don't know. I can test drive people nowadays, okay? I'm very polite. You know, but I'm realize I'm a trained assassin of sorts. For reals, you know? Because apparently, I didn't know it, but I became divine clickbait. So God threw me in his shit, but he trained me first. But then all these fucking crazy assholes just started accusing me of everything, left, right, and center, upside down and inside out. And they're still trying to get me to fucking crack my egg. I hate these guys. I hate them. That's all right. I go in and out of my lucidity. Like, my lucidity looks like this. Fucking hate you. Goddamn, I hate you. For whatever reason, right? And then I catch my snap. I'm like, okay. Stockholm Syndrome settles in. I love you guys. I'm pretty sure you're there because you had to be there. Not because you're there because you're fucking working both sides of the goddamn coin. You're getting your grub on one hand, and then the other hand you're making look like you're doing some fucking real thing. Okay, I can shift my gears there. That's what my days look like. So yeah, I'm all like, all right. And then there's people out there fucking studying me. All right, and then let's not even talk about the technology. God forbid your targeted individual actually talks about the technology that's used out there, and also always lends to their, you know, to their unofficial title of fucking certified. That's the official title. And to get around that, well, you know, God forbid, calling the cops on you because you just had enough and you fucking snap on one of these stupid bastards to the government grubbing on down low, and then they throw you in the fucking mental asylum. That shit happens, bitch. So you better tread lightly because that's the state of fucking society, isn't? I swear to God. So, you know, I mean, kind of like look at me and go, there's your template. Whatever's happening to that girl can happen to any one of us. Oh my God. And you know why it's happening to me the most? It's because they think I got nobody in the world. It's kind of true. I guess anybody in the world that would be in a position of power to be able to say, fuck you. Go get Truman already. Come here. Yeah, whatever. But that's okay. I'm going to write a thesis here. I'm going to write several of them. And when I'm done, you're going to be like, I wish we just would have gotten her. Because those theses, oh yeah, I can write like a motherfucker too. I mean, okay, here's my accolade to that. Whenever I had my white picket fence and I was a stay-home mom, and everything looked like it was a really cool family, because it really was back in the day, and I loved it very much. I love being a mom, right? And then so, you know how some village associations get, you know, like all fucking Gestapo and shit? Well, I went from Gestapo and then documented and sent them a certified letter that was 10 pages, front and back, right? Because that's what I do. I'm all like, okay, I'm the documenting queen. And then so when I sent it to them, they ignored my request. But I tell you what, for a goddamn Gestapo agency, they fucking left me alone for 4 years. 4 years! That was the power of my persuasion. So I say that to say that fuck you all. I'm tired. Nobody come out and get Truman already. I'm tired. Nobody put a human life over motherfucking bureaucracies. Fuck you. I love you all and I hate you at the same time. But that's Stockholm syndrome again. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm going to shave my head again. Because I can and I'm fucking pissed. I'm tired of everything. I don't care anymore. I'd be like, bitch, walk a mile in my shoes, okay? I don't care anymore. But yeah, it's been really rough. I mean, when I say it's been really rough, it's been fucking really rough. But aside that, you know, it's the weirdest thing to have our history so whitewashed. I'm all like, you know, they did this shit during like World War II, during Nazi Germany, during fucking Hitler. And then, fast forward some years, they took this big old swipey and just erased it from the minds of the general populace. So, but it's okay. We can just go back and look at, you know, like Nazi Germany. You know, how the hell do they follow people around? Well, look up the German police. That's STASI, Stasi. But, you know, there you go. That's how this shit fucking proliferate, you know, how it fucking burgeon. There we go. So, fast forward to where we are today as a society. There is no liberties, honeys. Okay, there's theories of liberties. But at the end of the day, what's happening to me is a direct reflection of where we are at as a motherfucking country, for reals. Because what country would let anybody endure this? I'm like, this is insanity. This is the handiwork of goddammit Dr. Joseph Mengele, bitches of Auschwitz. Paperclip, Project Paperclip. Then my next question becomes, raise your hand if you looked it up. Okay, if you hadn't, it's okay. Do it and come back, because from my heart to everybody who does it, it's a huge energetic flower. You know, my guys always, for the second time, they want me to say, and they're on it, you know? But that's where we are at as a society. We really had to know how the goddamn cesspool got there, so you can understand the fuck that cesspool is about. Because that's like some rank ass shit. Like rank ass as in their pinnacle of hierarchy which is the intravascular system interlaced throughout of all the communities of America, is, I'm willing to bet, fucking child molesters, bitch. I'm like, so if that's the truth, then the inner workings of the cesspool is basically ran by goddamn child molesters. And then there's special practices there within. But that's why you guys gotta know what this gang stalking is. Because I would imagine there's a lot of gang stalkers out there who don't realize when they use the grifting card, and they're using it and the fucking goddamn bone marrow of a fucking sodomized 8-year-old. And as such. But I digress there. I digress. Because the rest of it just only begins to skim the surface. You know? So, but suffice enough to say, all that goes to prove that liberties that our forefathers died for, bitch, that was so like pre-1984? I mean, that's just a stab in the dark, but yeah, man, honestly, I would never, ever, ever have believed it unless I saw it for my goddamn self. And guess what? Bitch, that shit's in my face. These assholes with their psycho street theater, they really shove their ass in my face. Because when I walk by, I'm like, oh, look, they're doing something where their ass is like fucking in my facial direction. I'm all like, okay, guys. You're just a goddamn little puppet being a marionette doing your little grifting for your goddamn government grifting card. And that's where we are at as a society. I mean, okay, if you guys don't have the visual experience to build the acuity to discern and decode your community, it's okay. I'll do videos to teach. But just suffice enough to say, just understand this. On every plaza, every store, you'll have a stage there. I would say that stage there. They take fucking I'm like, this is like a militia that exists that don't exist. And it's a militia that's fucking it's Nazi bullshit. It's a Nazi regime, bitches. It's like you might as well look over and be like, hell Hitler, bitch. Okay, for reals. Because that shit, if you look up the history of it, fucking hell Hitler, bitch. It's like, who's Dr. Joseph Mengele? Well, that's pre-K. And we're just trying to teach everybody to get to pre-K. So whenever they see the fucking cesspool, they'll be like, oh, hell no, You know, it's like, I don't want to be tied to that. I don't want to have to participate in the fucking permissiveness of fucking child molesters. Oh. I mean, then my next question is, because I brought up the ideas on Facebook. So when you look at the genealogy of this fucking child molesting cesspool, it came in through Project Paperclip, right? But then I understand the families of Project Paperclip kind of like, oh boy, we're going to have to subterfuge our way into these different cultures. So some of them took on nationalities just because they were fucking pretending to be that. All right? Pretending to be it to hide their fucking Nazi origin. For reals. So, but the thing is that you can research the names, but then if you go to look at the infrastructure of your basic government's, template throughout the city, if you look at the lineage, I bet a lot of that lineage you can trace down to see who are the goddamn fucking Nazis and who are the fucking child molesters, satanic ass practitioners and shit. And I'll tell you all something, those assholes try to take me out. Fucking they did. They threw all this goddamn death magic, right? For reals. And then rebound, and then praise be to Jehovah. What's that? El Shaddai, Abba. I always call God Abba because it sounds like Papa. And for the most part, my childhood father, we were kind of estranged. He's a good man. I love him to death. Man, I'm happy to be his daughter. I'm very proud of it. But when I think of like a loving father, I'm like, I always go to Abba. So that's why I call him Abba, because, Papa. I mean, God damn it, Abba. Fuck. And then, he chastises me and then allows me my moment. But suffice enough to say that, it's just been really rough fucking being a targeted individual, and I'm just fucking trying to document it. But along the way, as far as feeling railroaded into living inside of my truck, I'm like, man, the oppression is real. So, but at any rate, thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. I had somewhere, brain fart again. God damn it. I'm just stressed. I'm fucking stressed. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back again. Thank you.